What's up guys, Australian Bushcraft Warrior here. Just in the bush today with the dogs. And I've come to the bush today with the challenge of seeing what's the quickest possible time I can get a fire going using the bow drill method. So basically my challenge is, be as quick as possible to get fire going, bow drill style. Knife, machete and a saw. The quickest, most effective way to just get a fire going. Like, the set doesn't have to look pretty. Yeah, more or less. So I got a stopwatch here. I'm gonna start it right now. If I can. Don't even know how to use my watch. Here we go. I'm gonna start the clock right now. And let's see how long it takes me to get a fire going. Okay, sweet. Also, I want to mention it's been raining quite a lot today, so it will be that much harder to get a fire going. There's a lot of moisture in the air. Everything's quite wet and damp, so that's part of the challenge as well. Okay, cool. You might have to forgive my filming on this one. It's not going to be as good as normal because I'm basically trying to get a fire going as quickly as I can. So this tree here is bent like this. Top side's soaked with water. Bottom side feels quite dry because obviously the rain lands on the top. This is dry. So this is where I'm going to get my tinder from. Yeah, sweet. Look at that there, bone dry on the bottom of the tree. This here, soaked, absolutely soaked. Tinder sorted. Alright, we're at 3 minutes 45 seconds so far. Alright, so I need a tinder bundle. I need timber appropriate for base plate and drill. I need something that's going to act as a handhold. I need a bow and some rope. For this challenge, I'm just going to use paracord or some sort of man-made string. All right. Oops, keep that off the ground. Dry tinder. All right. Looks like I've found my handhold. It's a dead piece of timber that is rotted. It's rotten so much it's split in half, and it's also a bit waterlogged, so I'm thinking that might be good for the handhold. Maybe, we'll see. That might be a disastrous idea, but see how we go. All right, 6 minutes 24 seconds, handhold, bing. Now it's good to use greenwood as a handhold because it has moisture in it, and it stops the spindle in the handhold from creating too much friction and smoke. But the piece of dead timber I just cut, it's got water in it, it's a bit waterlogged, so that might actually do. So, alright, 12 minutes and 5 seconds. Alright, okay. All right, buddy. Oh, sorry, Mimi. All right, 14 minutes, 3 seconds. Got myself, I think I've got myself a bow. Oh shit. It might be alright. Looking for a drill. Might be it. Alright. 17 minutes 33 seconds. Looks like I've got myself a drill. Which leaves base plate. Ah. 20 minutes and 12 seconds. Got myself a base plate. Okay, how do we go? Yep. think that would do. Yeah. So I keep that up off the ground. Well, actually, in my pack. It's dry in there. Okay, drill. Oops. Alright, starting on the drill. 23 minutes 45 seconds. I'm going to take off all the bark. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. Right. Just started raining. So I have just set up the shittest shelter or cover that I've ever set up. So this is for strictly just trying to get a fire going. I repeat, just for trying to get a fire going, just to keep the rain off me. Assuming that, you know, starting a fire is, you know, the most important survival need in a scenario. Yeah, okay. So, oh my god, that looks so bad. All right, let's get to it. So, shelter or tarp set up to keep water off me at 32 minutes and 55 seconds. Sweet. 43 minutes, 7 seconds, drill complete. Inside, handhold. Waterlogged. See how we go. "45 minutes, 50 seconds, handhold, done, or bearing block." On the outside of the bow. That's the inside of the bow. That's the outside of the bow. Cut a notch on the outside of the bow to attach string or cord. Yeah. Okay. That's it. "51 minutes, 3 seconds, preparing bird's nest." Alright, so I've got my set complete. Just need to cut in a divot on the base plate and see if we can get some fire going. Alright, 56 minutes, 22 seconds. Trying out rushed bow drill set. There we go. "59 minutes and 31 seconds, going for Ember with the Rush bow drill set. Alright, here we go. See how we go. I don't know if this is going to work. Oh, you bastard. You bastard. Oh, okay. Alright. Starting to rain. Alright, didn't get Ember. ember. I'll give it another crack. Oh no, that needs, okay. Right, give it another crack. If I don't get the ember this time around, I think I'm in trouble. Oh no. Yes, damn it. Right, I've gone and cut the divot too wide. Right, so it's basically cut a new one. All right, 1 hour, 5 minutes, 14 seconds. Had my first fail, so I've had to drill out another divot. This time being careful not to cut too much of a wide angle. I reckon that'll do. Take 3. Go. Or take 2. Take 2. Going for ember. Right, let's roll. Ooh yeah. Alright, something's happening here. Something's happening here. I feel like there might be a lot of moisture, too much moisture happening, or yeah, I don't want to fail at this. Yeah. Right, no coal. So normally what happens when you don't get this the first couple of times, you start running into more and more problems, because I'm not diagnosing exactly what is wrong quickly enough, which then leads into other problems that weren't problems, but as the bow drill set develops, it can create other problems, as opposed to if you were gonna if you got a coal very quickly on your first go, great, but if you don't, the set can play up and it can just get harder and harder and harder. So I think there's just not enough, there's not enough meat on that. It's just gonna want to flick out. Bummer. All right, I've come to the conclusion that I need to redo my base plate, and I need to redo this handhold. So off goes the handhold in deep into the bush, and now the dog's gonna go fetch it for me. Yeah, I'll have to, yeah. I've just changed the battery on the GoPro. I've cut a new divot for the base plate. Got a green piece of wood here that I'm going to turn into the handhold. We'll see how that goes now. Ah! Scared the hell out of me. Be gone. Green berry. Still kept all the dust from the previous attempts. Wise choice, my Padawan. Wise choice. Put it here. Right, sharpen this.
Alright, let's burn this in. Alright. Right, if I don't get an ember now, I don't know what I'm going to do. Warm up, warm it up. Yeah, faster, more pressure. Go for ember. Oh, you bugger. Alright, so having some major issues here. Major technical issues. So I've just split the base plate. Right there. It's no good, which means I'll have to start again. And I didn't even get no ember. Wow. It's because there's so much moisture. That's what it is. It's the moisture in the air that it's not igniting. Wow, okay, so 1 hour 29 minutes 34 seconds. Basically I've got a complete set. I just need to recut that. Alright, cut a new divot in. Burn it in again. Runaway spindle. Alright, going for coal. Alright, going for ember. Okay, let's go. Oh, you bugger! Bastard! Fuck. Don't know if this is going to happen today. Oh, you bugger. God. Fuck it. Bugger. It's frustrating, man. It's really frustrating. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Alright, cutting in yet our, I think That's the fourth one. Fourth crack at this. At 1 hour 43 minutes 22 seconds. Oh. Technical difficulties there, sorry. Alright. Going for Ember again. I don't know. Got it. Hey, buddy. This is the ultimate test.
Gotcha. Alright. Alright, just got a fire going with the bow drill method in 1 hour, 50 minutes and 15 seconds. Alright, what did I learn? There's no point rushing this. It's so easy to make a mistake, and it costs you energy and time. I have noticed with the bow drill method, you know, if you make a set and you don't get fire straight away, I find the problems compound. For example, this drill when I started was probably maybe about where my finger is long. So the more embers I try and go for, the more I've got to cut this down and bring it to a point so it gets shorter and shorter and shorter, which basically means I've got to lean over more. It's harder. It's sort of like a good length, depending on how tall or small or big or small, whatever you are. You know, it depends on how big this is. And I cut it earlier today, or earlier this afternoon, or an hour and 50 minutes ago, to the length I require. But now this is too short. I just got an ember going, fire going. What did I learn? I learned that dead wood bearing blocks are not very good because they just create more friction on the point here. So I ended up changing to a green one. That's basically got, when I say green, it's got moisture in it. What else did I learn? I haven't been in the bush for quite some time to try and get a fire going in less than ideal conditions. It's been raining quite heavily on and off today, and I'm sort of like in a valley next to a creek, so there's a lot of moisture around. It's just reminded me how hard it can be to get a fire going. That took me like 5 goes. When it usually doesn't take, I usually get the bow drill first go. So I usually get the bow drill going first go. And I reckon one of the reasons why I didn't get it first go today is because I was rushing it. I was timing myself, and every other time I'm just calm, cool, relax, take my time, get everything sort of perfect, get the set going, tweak it slightly if I need to, and then I get an ember. But this was a lot more effort, and I'm pretty sure it's because the main factor, I think, is because I rushed it. Second factor, a lot of moisture in the air. What else did I learn? I learned that I'm not as good as I thought I was. It's a little bit humbling doing this. I think the most valuable lesson I learned today was just take your time, even in an emergency. Like if I really needed to get fire right now and I'm like, sun's going down, it's raining, it's wet, I need to get a fire now, I'm going to freeze to death. It's like I've got a better chance of survival, being cool, calm, collected, trying to keep my heart rate down and just you know, I think you can work, you can work on something with, you know, good control, being slightly swift, but I think faster than that, you know, you're just going to be making mistakes and stuff, which is what I did today. I also noticed as well, because I was rushing, there was I could feel there was a bit of element of danger with using my knife. And so, you know, because I'm going fast, you know, I had a couple of little sort of almost cut myself sort of scenarios. It just felt dangerous, you know, especially being out here alone. Yeah, I still do not know what this species is. I've checked it on PlantSnap, the app PlantSnap, and it says it's some plant from America, which it's not. I know it's not, because that app is basically saying it's from America, and I've looked at the pictures, it looks similar, but it's not actually this plant. So if anyone knows what this is, it's like a rainforest plant. Its leaves look like this. And I only ever see it in like dense, creaky valley sort of scenarios. Like once you walk over here out of the creek, like you don't see this tree anymore. It's only on, it's interesting. It's like the plant that's in the dampest area, but it's one of the only plants I know in this area that can actually use friction fire for. So that's very interesting. It's like one of the dampest plants, but you know, get you out of trouble if you need fire. All right, well, that's it from me today. Thanks for watching. If you've got any questions, leave a comment or ask in the comments below, and as always, stay cool.